PowerShell is a powerful scripting language that has revolutionized the way IT professionals manage and automate tasks. Developed by Microsoft, it serves as an automation engine that simplifies complex administrative tasks. PowerShell is built on the robust .NET framework, which provides a solid foundation for its capabilities. With PowerShell, you can manage computers and servers directly from the command line, making it a versatile tool for system administrators. It also allows for the automation of system administration tasks, reducing the need for manual intervention and increasing efficiency. PowerShell was first released in 2006, marking a significant milestone in the evolution of scripting languages. Initially, it was known as Monad, a name that reflected its innovative approach to task automation. Today, PowerShell is open source and cross-platform, which means it can be used on a variety of operating systems. You can run PowerShell on Windows, macOS, and Linux, making it a versatile tool for diverse computing environments. PowerShell uses CMDLETs, pronounced commandlets, which are small, single-purpose commands designed to perform specific actions. These CMDLETs are the building blocks of PowerShell, allowing users to execute tasks efficiently and effectively. You can combine multiple CMDLETs to perform complex tasks, creating powerful scripts that can automate a wide range of functions. Scripts are sequences of commands stored in a file, which can be executed together to perform comprehensive operations. This feature allows for the automation of repetitive tasks, saving time and reducing the potential for human error. PowerShell is an essential tool for system administrators and IT professionals, providing them with the ability to manage systems more effectively. By automating tasks, PowerShell helps streamline operations and improve productivity. It can manage users, groups, and computers, making it a comprehensive solution for IT management. Additionally, PowerShell can configure operating systems and applications, ensuring that systems run smoothly and efficiently. PowerShell is also a valuable tool for managing cloud environments like Azure, providing robust capabilities for cloud administration. Whether you are managing on-premises systems or cloud-based environments, PowerShell offers the flexibility and power needed to handle a wide range of administrative tasks. PowerShell is typically pre-installed on Windows systems, making it readily available for most users. However, you may need to enable or update it to ensure you have the latest features and security updates. On Windows 10 and later, you can check if PowerShell is installed by searching for PowerShell in the Start menu. Simply type PowerShell in the search bar and see if it appears in the results. You can also check the version by running the command in a PowerShell console. This will display the current version installed on your system. To install PowerShell on macOS, you can use the package manager Homebrew, which simplifies the installation process. First, install Homebrew from https://brew.sh/. Follow the instructions on the website to complete the installation. Then, open a terminal and run the command. This command will download and install the latest version of PowerShell on your macOS system. The installation process may take a few minutes, depending on your internet speed and system performance. For Linux users, PowerShell can be installed using package managers specific to the distribution. Each Linux distribution has its own package manager and installation commands. On Ubuntu, use the command. This will install PowerShell using the apt package manager. On CentOS and Red Hat, you can use the command. This will install PowerShell using the yum package manager. Refer to the official PowerShell documentation for specific instructions for your Linux distribution. The documentation provides detailed steps and troubleshooting tips. After installation, you can launch PowerShell by searching for it in the Applications menu or by typing in a terminal. This will open the PowerShell console, ready for you to use. The PowerShell Integrated Scripting Environment, or ISE, is a graphical user interface for PowerShell. It provides a more user-friendly way to write and run PowerShell scripts. The ISE includes features like syntax highlighting, code completion, and debugging tools. To launch the PowerShell ISE, type ISE in the Run dialog box, which you can open with the Windows key +R. The ISE window is divided into two main sections. The top section is the script pane. You write your PowerShell code in the script pane. The bottom section is the console pane. The console pane displays the output of your scripts. You can customize the ISE's appearance. Go to the Tools menu and select Options. You can change the font, colors, and layout. You can also customize the startup behavior of the ISE. To run a PowerShell command, you type it into the console pane and press Enter. PowerShell commands are case insensitive. You can use uppercase or lowercase letters. PowerShell uses a verb-noun syntax for its CMDLETs. For example, the CMDLET gets the child items of a directory. The verb describes the action and the noun specifies the object. You can use the CMDLET to get help on any PowerShell CMDLET. For example, to get help on the CMDLET, you would type. Section 5. File Management with PowerShell. PowerShell provides several CMDLETs for managing files and directories. The CMDLET lists the contents of a directory. You can use the CMDLET to create new files and directories. The and CMDLETs copy and move files and directories. To work with the content of files, you can use CMDLETs like N. Reads the content of a file and displays it in the console. Replaces the content of a file with the specified text. PowerShell also allows you to work with dates and times. The CMDLET retrieves the current date and time. You can format the output using format strings. For example, to display the date in the format YIMEDD you would use. Section 6. Working with system processes and networking. PowerShell provides CMDLETs for managing system processes. The CMDLET retrieves information about running processes. You can use the CMDLET to start a new process. The CMDLET terminates a running process. PowerShell can also manage system services. The CMDLET retrieves information about installed services. You can use the AND CMDLETs to start and stop services. You can manage network settings and connections using PowerShell. The CMDLET retrieves information about network adapters. You can use the CMDLET to test network connectivity. Section 7. Scripting Fundamentals. PowerShell supports variables for storing data. You can assign values to variables using the operator. For example, assigns the string John to the variable. PowerShell provides various operators for performing arithmetic, comparison, and logical operations. For example, the operator adds two values. The operator checks if two values are equal. Control structures control the flow of execution in PowerShell scripts. PowerShell supports conditional statements like AND. It also supports loop structures like AND. Arrays and hash tables store collections of data. An array is an ordered collection of items. A hash table is a collection of key value pairs. Section 8. PowerShell providers and drives. PowerShell providers offer a way to access different data stores. A provider acts as a bridge between PowerShell and a specific data store. PowerShell includes providers for file systems, registries, and Active Directory. A PowerShell drive is a representation of a data store in PowerShell. Drives provide a consistent way to navigate and access data, regardless of the underlying data store. The variable in PowerShell stores the arguments passed to a script. You can access individual arguments using their index. For example, accesses the first argument. You can pass data to PowerShell scripts in various ways. You can pass data as arguments through pipeline input or using environment variables. Section 9. Advanced Functions and Error Handling. Advanced functions in PowerShell offer more features than basic functions. They are designed to provide more flexibility and control over your scripts. They allow you to define parameters, handle errors, and return values. This makes your scripts more robust and easier to maintain. PowerShell Remoting enables you to run PowerShell commands and scripts on remote computers. This is particularly useful in large environments where managing multiple machines individually would be impractical. You can use remoting to manage servers and workstations from a central location. This central management capability can save a lot of time and effort, especially in enterprise settings. Error handling in PowerShell allows you to gracefully handle errors in your scripts. Proper error handling ensures that your scripts can recover from unexpected issues without crashing. You can use try-catch blocks to catch and handle exceptions. This is a powerful feature that helps you manage errors effectively. PowerShell provides CMDLETs for working with textual files. These CMDLETs make it easy to read from and write to files, which is a common task in scripting. You can use get content to read the content of a file. Use set content to write to a file. The encoding parameter specifies the file encoding. This is important when dealing with different types of text files to ensure the correct interpretation of the file content. Here is an example of error handling in a script that makes a web API request. $result =invoke web request. URI https://example.com/ap/data. Catch #error handling code write error. Message. An error occurred $exception.message. This script attempts to retrieve data from a web API using invoke web request. If an error occurs during the request, the code within the catch block will be executed. The error message will be displayed using write error. If the request is successful, the script will process the retrieved data. This demonstrates how you can handle both success and failure scenarios in your scripts. This is just a basic example, and you can extend it further based on your specific requirements. Advanced functions and error handling are essential skills for any PowerShell scripter, enabling you to create more reliable and maintainable scripts.